Hello, 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 all my beautiful souls around the globe. It's your favorite auntie, author Deshauna L. Wright, Dr. Deshauna in the house, with some more jewels and gems for my love bugs. Listen. Woo! We are in a day and time where stress is at an all-time high. We all know this. Now, we can't do anything about anyone else's stress. All we can do is manage our own. And in our own efforts of managing our own stress, we have to be mindful of how we come off to others and how we make others feel as well. If the intention of your heart and your soul is anything less than genuine love, genuine support, genuine well-being for yourself and others, it is going to show, and more importantly, it is going to be felt. Now, the title of this message is Ask for a Supervisor. Listen to me, y'all. Over the last month, I think that I have been talked to wrongfully in at least 4 different locations, okay? But let me tell you something. Not only are we in a day and time where stress is at an all-time high, we're in a day and time where people are so judgmental. People are used to judging books by their covers, right? People are used to looking other people up and down and sizing them up. You understand? And then attaching and applying labels to them. Oh, look at her. Short, black, wearing that wig and them nails. Ghetto. Illiterate. Stupid. Unsmart, right? Baby, just because that might be what package Dr. Deshauna looks like she in, baby, don't let the smooth taste fool you, because I am anything but unintelligent. And you never know what someone may know, what they may have experienced, what they may have partaken of, who they may be, what type of resources they may have or may know of. You won't know that by simply looking at a person. Because we're out here, we're packaged in all types of different assortments. We're packaged in all kinds of different colors and flavors and heights and lows and widths, you know? And we're packaged, okay? You can't, it's wrong to judge because you don't know. And you won't know unless you spend time in the presence of that person. So let me go ahead and get right to the chase. Ladies and gentlemen, after, I would say, let me just sum it up real quick. For sure, 20 plus years of customer service work. I'm quite sure more than that, but I'm gonna just say at least 20 plus years of customer service work. I've seen a lot. I know a lot. I've not only worked in call centers, I've worked as a certified nurse's assistant. I've worked in cafeteria settings, and I've worked at fast food job one time. I've worked in warehouses. I've worked as a hairdresser. I've worked on my own, doing my own little businesses, and I've worked with the business that I helped my ex, which is a carpet cleaning business. I've worked so many different aspects of customer service, and I always enjoyed it because I love people. Customer service is unavoidable. Majority of jobs in this country, or around the world for that matter, are going to involve customer service, or AKA a point and moment in time where you will be dealing with the customer. You will have to serve the customer. It doesn't matter whether it's just through email and you're not actually physically talking to people. That will be better for you if you're not that good at talking to people, but you're still dealing with a person. You have to know how to relate to people. But if you're going to be working the front line, you're going to be working behind a cashier, or you're going to be working as like a security patrol or a police officer, or you're going to be working in a hospital, medical staff, or you're going to be working in Congress or the courthouse, or any or the jails or the prisons, the schools, colleges, any multitude of places where you are going to have to come into contact with people. You need to first make up your mind that you're not going to take on a position like that unless you enjoy dealing with people. Because guess what? Too many individuals will take a job just for the money, and all you care about is the money, and you're going to hate what you're doing because you're not doing it for the right reason. So if you're going to hate dealing with people, you're going to be miserable. You're going to be miserable. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't care if you're shopping. I don't care if you're at a hospital. I don't care if you're at school. I don't care if you're at work. I don't care if you're buying your food, fast food. I don't care where you at, what you're doing. If you get spoken to in a foul manner by someone who is on the clock, ask for their supervisor. Ask for their supervisor. I don't care. I don't care. Because guess what? I don't know how much they make it. $10 an hour, $12 an hour, $20 an hour, $30 an hour, $40, $50, $60 an hour. A portion of that pay is for them to treat you with respect and decency. They are being paid to deal with the customer. They are being paid. They are being paid to deal with the customer. And nobody asked them to apply for that job or that position. No one did. They chose to fill out that application for that job. They were selected out of I don't know how many different applicants for that job. And the person who employed them believed that they would be the best person for that job. They didn't get put into that job to talk crazy to nobody. They didn't get put into that job to treat you with less than the decency and the courtesy that you require. Now, granted, we all have bad days. We are all human. But if you are being paid to treat someone with decency, the least you could say is, you know what, ma'am or sir, I'm having a bad day today. I apologize if it seems like I'm coming off rude. It's not you. You can say something to excuse yourself, because you know when you're treating someone rudely. You know that. I just had an encounter with someone, and I won't go into details, but this person was a security person, and this person had the nerves to talk crazy and tell me, oh, you got a choice. You could either go or I'll call the police. I said, call the police, baby. Ain't nobody worried about that. I'm not doing anything but trying to do what I need to do. And you're very rude. So thank God. God will always help you not have to get out your character. Sent someone else to say, okay, no, I'll help you with this. And then it had to go to the next level. Who's your supervisor? Because we're going to have a talk. And the person had the nerve to say, I said, don't talk to me like this is how I talk. This is just me. I said, no, that's not how you talk. That ain't how you talk to your mama. That ain't how you talk to your friends. Don't speak on my mama. I said, okay, I'm going to lunch. I said, yeah, you go to lunch because you sound hungry, thirsty, a hot mess. You need a crumb and a sip right about now. Yeah, that's what I told her as she threw her hands up walking away. But I had to point out to her coworker, I don't get paid to treat her with decency. I treat her with decency as she treats me with decency. I could flip cartwheels, cuss you out, fart in your face and run away if that's what I want to do because I'm not on the clock. You are on the clock. You signed up for this job. You are getting paid to treat every single customer that walks up in here with respect and with decency. And if you don't do that, you are not fulfilling your contractual obligations of the job you signed up for. And I'm not going to let you slide because I'm going to let you know what. By the time you get around to disrespecting me, you done already disrespected so many people that you're comfortable with it. You guys, once a person has disrespected people to a certain amount, they start getting comfortable with the disrespect, okay? And once they start getting comfortable with the disrespect, they don't even look at you as an individual person no more. They just look at you as one of the many motherfuckers that they got to check. And that's what you turn into. You don't have feelings. They don't care what your circumstance is. You don't have a unique personality. You just grouped in with, oh, at work today, I had to check this motherfucker. And then these fat people actually laugh about it, joke about it, talk about it with their friends and family when they're off. They do. And a part of them, the negative part that gets off on trying to oppress people, gets off on the next encounter. They're always looking for the next encounter, and they're always trying to figure out a way to make themselves be the victim. And I hate that. I hate that people who seem to have to put on a uniform like law enforcement that go into work feel like you have to enforce to the point where you have to put me in my place. It's your job to make me be a certain kind of way or threaten. It's your job to threaten me, basically. And that's not it. It's your job to uphold the law, but it's not your job to threaten me. If I'm no threat, there should be no problem. Yet and still, so many of us are no threat, but we're still a problem. So ask for their supervisor, as I did. I will be making an email report. I had a situation at a local department store a couple weeks back. I sent a detailed email to corporate about what was unjustly done to me. I was rewarded with a gift card of a certain amount of dollars. I won't say how much, but it was a little bit of a compensation for what was unjustly done to me. I was talked to rudely at yet another department store. I go to look up corporate, and what do you know? These two department stores are ran by the same company. I said, what? I didn't get around to filing my email because I said, wow, at this point, they probably just gonna think I'm trying to get free gift cards or something. That's a shame. But I'm still gonna put in my report because the lady did a little bit too much. So now here we go with this situation. And I'll tell you what. God has me appointed as his representative and his messenger. I'm his eyes and ears willingly. And hey, you never know who Jesus is looking out through. You just don't. You just don't. And the Bible tells us that. But most people read that scripture and they don't even believe it. God said, when I was hungry, did you feed me? When I was naked, did you clothe me? When I was sick, did you take me to a doctor? When I had nowhere to go, did you invite me in? Hell no, you didn't. You know you didn't. You did not. But if you knew it was the Messiah, would you? Would you have? Would you have? If you knew it was the Messiah? Oh yeah, you sure would have. Come on in, Jesus. Make yourself comfortable. Are you're hungry? What you want? Sandwich, roast beef, platter. You would do the extras and the utmost. You need to go to the doctor. Where you want to go? Sutter, Kaiser, Mercy? If you knew it was the Messiah. But you sitting up here thinking it's just a homeless bum, or it's just a black Negro, or it's just a honky, or it's just a chink, or it's just a spick, or it's just a sand nigga, right? Something like that. Or just an uppity motherfucker, all these judgments we put on each other, right? Yeah. When it's like that, no, you ain't gonna offer nothing. You're gonna look your nose down and keep it moving. So on that note, I'm about to wrap it up, you guys. I hope I've made my point. Ask for a supervisor. And then if the supervisor ain't talking right, ask for the supervisor. Because I'm going to tell you what, out of my many years of customer service, when I did work in different call centers, one thing I would find commonly is that the workers were really tight with the supervisors most of the time. Most of the time, the supervisors and the employees, they would go lunching together. They would hang out together on their off time. They go shopping together. They're at each other's houses. So you're really you may not get much of a response or really little to no disciplinary from a supervisor. If you feel like your complaint has not been heard, ask for the supervisor. And if you still feel unheard, go even farther up. Because I'll tell you, I've been up to the 4th and 5th and however high I can climb before in my effort of being heard. Because you're going to hear me. If you don't do nothing else, you're going to hear me. So on that note, I'm out. You guys be blessed. Again, it's your Auntie, Dr. Deshauna, author Deshauna L. Wright. Follow me, Deshauna Latresa, on most platforms. And you have a blessed day. I love you. And my heart beats strong for you.